All right, welcome to the Scenic Insider Series, Real Advisors, Real Experiences. Today I'm joined by Christine Des Jarlais from Key to the World Travel, who recently sailed on the Rhine and Moselle aboard the Emerald Cruises starship Luna. Before we sail in, let's just level set. The sailing was aboard Emerald Cruises starship Luna, a newer vessel launched in 2022, carrying around 180 guests max. It really sits in that premium luxury space, modern, intimate, and nicely inclusive. So it's a great balance of experience and value. Excited to hear your take. Let's sail in. So let's start here. What was your biggest wow moment from the trip aboard Luna?
Well, thank you, Gary. I would say my biggest wow moment was the crew and the cruise director activities manager. They were just so personable and approachable, and it was just an amazing experience. The crew really set it apart.
Amazing. The crew is the heartbeat of all cruises. So if you had to describe this Rhine and Moselle itinerary to a client in just one sentence, what would you say?
One sentence is a little tough, but I would say a deep, immersive experience into German culture, mustards and German beer and cobblestone streets and sausages, and just really walking through history.
Amazing. It is. It's incredible to be able to see so many different places and have so many different touch points in all of these different small little towns and villages in Germany or in France or in the Netherlands. It's amazing. So what type of client would you immediately recommend this itinerary and this style of river cruising on Emerald Cruises to?
That's a great question. I think that the ideal client would be one who really wants to get involved in an immersive experience in the culture of whatever region of river cruises they would be experiencing. Someone that wants to unpack once and not have to keep unpacking. Somebody maybe that's not been to the area or even been to the area maybe on an ocean cruise with a quick touch point, but wants to get in and deeper dive into the culture and sail through it while they're going through it.
It is true. Unpack once, and it is just a floating luxury hotel taking you from one stop to the next. It's amazing. It's an incredible experience. So if you had a client on the fence about booking a Rhine and Moselle sailing on the Emerald Cruises, what would you say to get them over the line?
Well, first I would acknowledge that it is a big decision, and then I understand that they are maybe not exactly sure if it's the right fit for them. But my biggest sell point was like, look, I've done it now. I'm hooked. River cruising is an amazing experience. It's traveling the world like no other way. You're sailing through these cities. You're seeing life right around you. You're getting to go into the culture and walk through the history, things that 2,000 years ago, the Romans walked through some of these areas. It's just very surreal and really just a wonderful thing. And I would say, don't hesitate, do it, and you won't regret it. You'll probably be hooked and want to do it again.
Yeah, I do love it myself as well. And it's just, I think a lot too about the inclusivity, and especially for those maybe who coming from the big ships to then the river cruising might not understand the inclusive product that the river cruises offer. So Emerald Cruises, it's your excursions, your meals, wine and beer at lunch and dinner, excursions every day, gratuities are included. It's just endless inclusive value for river cruising. And I think that's maybe a big thing when you're transitioning someone from the big ships, oceans to the river.
Yes.
So what about one unique part of this itinerary that you experience on the Rhine, Moselle? How would you describe the difference and what surprised you the most?
Well, the Moselle was just beautiful. I didn't realize it was so windy, and the steep vineyards and the work that those people have to do to go pick those grapes to provide such a wonderful product. And then what really touched with me was on the Rhine, sailing on that last afternoon, sitting up on the sun deck. It was just a beautiful sunny day. I couldn't have asked for better weather, and seeing these weird looking things in the trees, I had to figure out that what is that? It's mistletoe. Who knew that mistletoe grew in there? And then seeing the families along the shoreline having picnics. It really connected with me, and it made the world feel small, which is what I love about traveling. But overall, that was probably the most amazing experience, is just seeing, what is that family doing on this, afternoon, and that could be me somewhere else in the world. And it just really touched there.
I love it. Yeah, it is. It is important to when we're traveling and we see things that just remind us of home and remind us of our past, our history, and that's why we travel. And it's such memorable things when we're traveling and we're seeing these amazing places, especially for the first time. And then going back, I could go back to Germany and France and Greece and all of these amazing countries too. And just have new experiences, I think, every time I go back. So before we wrap up, I know you are also working on a Christmas Markets Emerald Cruises group for 2027. Do you want to tell the audience a little bit about it? Do you have space? Do you have room to take on any new people that want to sail with you on the amazing Christmas Markets cruise? And what river are you sailing on?
Christmas Markets on the Danube, and it's December 1st of 2027. I do still have space on it. I've got some friends and family. We're really excited about it. We're starting to ramp up experiences. My parents actually have been on an Emerald Christmas Markets cruise, so I've got a little private Facebook group, and she's sharing pictures and getting everybody excited. And I do still have space.
Excellent. Well, this has been great. I really appreciate you sharing your experience aboard Emerald Cruises Luna. For those listening, this Rhine and Moselle itinerary is part of our insider sale with limited availability for 2026, April through August, and November sailings this year. So now is a great time to start those client conversations. Christine has access to all these incredible insider sales as well. So if you don't want to join her on the cruise, we have great 2026 insider sale going right now. So thanks for tuning in to the Scenic Insider series.
Thank you.